South, like directly south. Got him! I got him! Yeah!
Fucking good shit.
Oh!
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Everyone knows about this game by now. You drop out of a plane, run around for 20 minutes, and then get shot in the head by a guy 7 miles away. Game of the year, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great game, and I'm no game developer, but like any YouTuber with an opinion, I've written a list of 5 things that I think will drastically improve PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Traps. The ability to set up more in-depth traps could change up the mid-game tedium of PlayerUnknown's hiking simulator. Breaking the monotony with traps that are both satisfying and balanced could add a whole new aspect. Picture a tripwire attached to a grenade ready for when the enemy leaves. The balance is that if they're paying attention, when they hit the tripwire, they'll hear it and be able to act accordingly. The payoff is that if they're distracted by some turkey gobbling in their ear over Discord, they will explode like a glorious piñata made of beef and salt. Not only that, but what about traps for vehicles? Spike strips to take out cars, or a neck-high wire spanning between 2 trees to take out any motorcyclist who thinks he's the next Evel Knievel. Joke's on you, you're not, because you're gonna crash and hurt your neck. Of course, there is the risk of trapping you and your teammates in a room surrounded by tripwires, but you know what? That's what they deserve for never reviving me and always banging on down the mic about how China's #1.
China's #1.
Useful clothing. If RuPaul's Drag Race has taught me anything, it's that the sky is the limit when you have a bit of duct tape, a sewing machine, and the ability to jam your own balls inside your body. It has also taught me that outfits can serve a purpose beyond looking fierce AF. As F. Outside of the ghillie suit, clothes in PUBG are essentially useless. The only time I ever interact with a piece of clothing on the floor is when I'm going to pick up ammo and I pick up the pants instead and I swap my pants instead of picking up the ammo I need. Pick up the ammo. Pick up the ammo. Pick up the ammo. Still, what if you could find a type of shoe that makes you walk quieter? Or a pair of gloves that would let you vault over barbed wire fences? Or a jacket that would let you vault out of a window without shredding your body up like a Christmas turkey at a hungry person's dinner? Of course, a lot of the game's rewards and currency are based on clothing, and it could very easily become a pay-to-win situation. So the solution there would be to make the outfits available only on the map and have the benefits minimal, but enough to consider your outfit. Melees and executions. No one uses melee weapons or their fists apart from the early game scramble or to use a frying pan to cover their ass from sniper fire. But that doesn't mean melee can't have a place. Think of all the times you've been in a close quarters battle only to run out of ammo and you're trying to reload and then the enemy gets you. That sucks. Switching to another weapon is a good option, but those valuable few seconds could mean the difference between life and death. Also think of all the times you've tried to aim out of a window down sights only to have your rifle lifted because the glass is in the way. You could shoot the glass out, revealing your position to everyone on the map, or you could switch to a melee weapon, break the window, and then switch back. But in a game that's all about quick reactions and tactics, why couldn't we just knock out the glass with the butt of our rifle? The ability to swing your weapon like a club would change close quarters combat. There'd be no need to carry a crowbar, or a scythe, or a sickle, whatever they're called. You could just bludgeon an enemy between reloads. See an enemy in the final zone and you don't want to give away your position? Silently execute them with a well-timed blow. The risk is that you could be spotted by an enemy as you're trying to sneak up on them, but the reward is not revealing your position to people, especially in the final circles of the game. Rappelling. With the release of Miramar, we have been exposed to more verticality with the structures, several floors, and buildings that take advantage of this newfound height. This would require a little more work, but the addition of rappelling could drastically shift the act of breaking and escaping buildings flooded with enemies. Consider being on a roof with no escape as a squad makes its way up to you. You could rappel down the side of the building, break in through a window, come up behind them and bang, surprise them from behind. The trade-off would be that you're exposed whilst you're on the outside of the building, but the payoff is there. We've seen it used in games like Rainbow Six Siege to gain a tactical advantage, and while it's a little more out there than the suggestions that are already on this list, I'd love to see it implemented. More grenade types. There are a handful of grenade types already, the frag, the smoke, and the stun. However, the stun is basically a slightly more effective party popper. I don't think I've ever seen one successfully used in the wild. A decoy grenade like in CSGO would be fantastic. No damage dealing, but instead used to create a viable distraction. The grenade would fire off a bunch of shots to distract the enemy, making them believe that there's gunfire in the vicinity. This could be just enough to make people switch cover, allowing for clearer shots, or you could draw their eyes away from you, which allows you to make your escape. Another great addition could be a tear gas canister or a mustard gas bomb that you could drop through a window and disorient the enemy. The screen could blur, you can get a bit of area of effect damage, and it would finally give an actual reason to wear a gas mask outside of pretending that you're at an Eastern European rave. So those are just 5 of my ideas that would drastically improve PUBG. What do you guys think? Do you have any ideas? Leave them in the comments below. If we get enough cool ones, I'll make a list based on the 5 ideas that you suggested. Huh. Who says that you have to come up with your own ideas for content? Not me. So like this video if you liked it, share it if you liked it, and then subscribe if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Sweet dreams. Mwah.